guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you like a pond build or anything else koi related, be sure to hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any future content. It's completely free of charge, just means you won't miss out on any future videos. And if you're returning, welcome back. So everything's turned up now for my jump guards, at last, a week late, but at least they're here. So I'm going to need to get cracking with that. And I am doing these jump guards on a budget, so if you need jump guards around your ponds, make sure you check out this video, because it's I've done it at a fraction of the price for standard koi jump guards. As always, feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section below, like these legends did here. It's always good to hear from you, whether it's criticism or any advice. Yeah, get in touch. So anyway, let's crack on with it and see what we can get achieved, and I'll see you soon. Right, so job for today, jump guards. All my bits have turned up for it, so need to get rid of this temporary stuff and get this boarded up to start with. This and this here, so I'll crack on with that. Right, so I've got the capping on, all of it that end. I've just got that part on for this end. We are due storms today, rain a bit later on, so I do need to get these guards up. So I can always do this afterwards, because the guards are going to be going on the inside there. Now I'm going to be doing this on a budget. It's got these brackets off Amazon. Credit goes to Martin from Martin's Pond and Garden. See, come across these. Decent little things, to be honest. Stainless steel, powder coated, I think these are, black. So they'll go on there. And instead of using glass, I've got Perspex, which is a fraction of the price of glass. Ideally, I would have liked to have used toughened glass, but yeah, price was a major player. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that middle one in first. So I've got 3 pieces, well, 4 pieces. Got one for there, one for over the window, one for there, and one for there. So I'm going to get the middle one in first over the window, and then I can get these straight running off the central one. So yep, I'm gonna get cracking. Right, so that's the first one in. Obviously doesn't look as impressive as glass, but still doesn't look too bad. It's good quality Perspex. I'm a little concerned about the gap here. It's not massive, but it's big enough for a small fish to get through. So I might have to come up with a little solution for that. So anyway, I'll get the rest of them on. Right, so there we go, jump guards on a budget. You know, you get what you pay for. Obviously glass is going to be the ultimate option. I've gone for 5mm acrylic, so it is a little bit flexible. Places like this where it doesn't meet up exactly, what I need to do is get some clips just to clip the tops together. Same here, because it's a little bit flexible. Get a clip that together. I'm sure I'll be able to find something. But yeah, a fraction of the price, that'll definitely do the job. Obviously I am a little bit concerned about that, so I'm going to need to sort something out there, because it was my Shiro that jumped, and if my Shiro timed it just right, you could probably get through there. So I'll have to think about that. Obviously it only goes up to there, but across there I'm going to have the same kind of thing there, but only about 12 inches up in line with the decking. So that's going to be boxed in there as well. and then obviously I need to finish boxing in that back. But there we go, yeah, jump guards on a budget. Right, it's a couple of days later. Got a couple of hours after work. Back with midweek, which is unusual, but anyway. Got myself waterproof box and double plug socket. Like I said in the last video, the control panel for the drum only caters for one pump. So if your drum runs low and it needs to switch the pumps off, it will only switch one off. That other socket there, the spare one, doesn't switch off, so I presume that would be for a UV. So what I need to do is I'm going to put that waterproof box up there next to the control panel, plug both pumps into that, and then the plug socket from that I can plug into the control panel. So then obviously when the drum runs dry, it will switch the pumps off, which hopefully it doesn't do, but got that there anyway. And one other thing I want to do today, pick these cameras up for a bargain. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get that done first and come back to the cameras. Right, so there we go, that was easy enough. Getting sick of wiring plugs up, but yeah, the two pumps plug into that twin extension, cut the cable, and that just goes into the circulation pump on the control panel now. So yeah, if you are getting a quenikoi drum filter, that one at the ends, permanent 220 volt. So if you're running more than one pump, you're going to have to do what I've done there. So I'll just get the cover onto that and we'll move on to the next thing. Right, next job. I've got myself two of these cameras and I got them for less than £30 each. I think I had a voucher on both of them when I bought them individually, so I think they're about £23.99 each from Amazon. I think they're usually priced at £29.99, which is a decent price. They've got a good review as well. So yeah, ideal for monitoring your pond when you're away from home, because they're Wi-Fi cameras, so you can access them via an app on your phone. Right, so let's get one out of the box and take a look. They're 2K, the video definition. The instruction book. I don't know if you can see that. Just a sticker. Anyway, some fixings. A plug socket to plug it in. Don't know if that's going to work with my sockets, but I'll sort something out. Put that there. Cable, I believe that's 1.5 meters. Wall bracket. Some electrical tape. And the camera. Twin antenna. Like I say, it connects to your Wi-Fi and your home internet, and then you can monitor it via an app on your phone. So yeah, I'll start installing this over the pond. I've got two, I don't know where I'm going to put the other one yet. Might be in the filter house, might be facing the pond window. But yeah, let's get it installed. Well, as I thought with my outdoor sockets, because that's like a phone charger socket, these aren't going to shut all the way. So it would do for the time being, because I'm pretty watertight in there, but I think what I might have to do is something similar to what I've done up with that one. Get a waterproof box to plug that into, and then a separate wire there. Probably not necessary, but that will irritate me. I've got proper OCD, and that not being able to shut will be a problem. But yeah, let's get the camera up. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. storage card, micro SD, takes up to 128 gig. It is motion censored, so when it senses motion it will start recording and record onto the SD card, but you have to buy that separately. Right, so I've got it up in that corner there, blends in nicely with the pergola. So just need to install the software now and get the camera positioned. So switch the camera on for the first time, just to check the picture quality, just checking it on my mobile phone on the app. Picture quality is not too bad, to be honest. 2K, probably debatable, more like 1080p, but I can see what I need to see with this quality. Obviously the main reason is for me to be able to check on the pond while I'm away. Right, so just need to get the camera into position so I can get a good view of the pond. Again, I'm just checking this on the screen of my phone while I'm doing it. For anyone that's interested in the cameras, there's the product on the Amazon app. Like I say, I got these for, I think they were $23.99 each, so a good price, to be honest. And this is the interface of the app that you get once you've purchased the cameras. Plenty of different options on there: motion detection, two-way audio, night vision as well, which I'll show you in a second. But plenty of options to be playing around with there. And if you've got multiple cameras, all the cameras can be set up on the home page, which is that last page there. So that's how I've decided to have it set up. It's basically only there for me to view the fish while I'm away from home. Want to do a head count, I can switch the air off remotely. Let's see how good the quality is of the fish then. Oh, there's a bit of a glare, but I can see my kahaku and my shisui, my shower. But yeah, I can obviously check that everything's running, the pond level's fine. I can see that there's water coming out of the shower, so the pump's running. I can see when they feed. My temporary feeder's up there at the moment, but I'll be putting a new feeder in. And I can switch the air back on remotely. So yeah, good enough for what I want it for. And here's just a quick example of the night vision. Built-in infrared, and I'm quite surprised with that, to be honest. It's very good quality of the night vision, but not that I'll be using that too much, but the option's there if you need it, and good for any other cameras that are going to be covering your garden or the area around the pond. Right, so the auto top up seems to be set up right now. Pond's at a good level, so I'm happy with that. I can leave that alone now. Pond temperatures have considerably dropped today, back down to 16.6. But anyway, I need to do my weekly water tests, obviously, because new pond and all that. So I'm going to get them done, and I've got some K1, more K1 for the moving bed. So yeah, get these pond tests done, see how much KH buffer I need to put in, and then I'll get that K1 out. Right, so water test done. pH is 8, KH is still at 5. I buffered it last week, so don't need to buffer that again this week. Nitrite though, I did test first, and I had an old bottle of Regent, and it came up quite high. but I've got some new reagents over here, so I retested using a new reagent and nitrite is fine. So there's no dates on these bottles, not that I can see anyway, but it is worth bearing in mind that if you are using older reagents, if you are using older reagents, you may get a false reading, which I've just had. Did worry me for a minute, but yeah, we're all good. My nitrate is coming in a little bit high, but nothing that a water change won't solve. Obviously my shower's still maturing. The Faki shower media is still maturing, so yeah, I'll do a bit of a water change. One other thing, camera number 2, the power cable on that's faulty, so I need replacement on that. But yeah, quite happy with the water tests. Okay, so I've got another 25 litres of K1. A bit different to the last stuff I bought, because the last stuff I bought, the 50 litres, had all these little bits of plastic in it. Excuse me, that's a drum going off. But this one doesn't seem to have any of the little plastic bits in, so it's good to go straight into the moving bed. Right, so that's 75 litres in total of K1 in there. It's going to take a couple of weeks for all this to start going around the moving bed, but that's 75 litres is good for around about 375 grams of food per day, which is way more than I'm going to be feeding, so should be plenty in there. But obviously if I need to add more in there, I can definitely get at least another 25 litres in there, no problem at all. So yeah, I'll come back next week and hopefully a lot more of that will be moving about. He's collecting easy bobs. One of Vince's fry tanks. Probably about 20 fry in there. Not sure what mugs. 2 Tempests. I think they go to the main pond, which is through there.
Have they been on the list? Well, I'm the house. That's all right. You've always got something to get with. All right. They're not living with you anymore then, or?
That was Tancho.
Oh, I say that. Sometimes you just can't get rid of them, can you? Oh yeah, it's been amazing. Actually, we could build an extension on it.
That's why I never built one.
Yeah, that's why we're waiting, isn't it, to see what, you know.
Now I decided to stay, it's like yeah.
We looked at it and it's accurate, you know, so.
As Matt's doing video with it, isn't it?
I can't put it on there, can I? I don't know means to load it up. Got no computer.
Big car, I know it's a big car, just about saw that.
Off about
And I'm pretty certain there was a H in the registration. I don't think you've been.
It's her fault. It's her fault. It's her fault. Having a second. You'd be quite happy with what wants to tell.
How are we doing, Dory? Good, good.
Why
I'm sorry we got.
get all the fish out of the quarantine because they finish their quarantine.
Yeah.
Put them in the IDC. Put her in there.
Yeah.
That's for jar creators. That one, no, that's
One big Betty.
Oh, that was my finger. Oh, that's in that.
yeah, for
That's it now. Chapsticks are going on the shop and every week, Sean.
Yes.
every now and then I get when I clean the filters out, find one or two in the bottom.
You know.
Go on, Ed. Come on, babe. Come on, babe.
Jumping over each other.
I love it. I'd say to start in my come on, Charles, Harry. Yeah. Go on, get in your mouth, eh?
You'll take your arm off, Rob.
Sorry, say to Lee.
Yeah.
I can't resist, Dave, sorry.
Right, that's it for this one. A few more jobs ticked off, still plenty more to be done. Next week I definitely need to look at getting my waste, my pump to waste done, so I can get these water changes done automatically, so I've got no risk of nitrites and nitrates creeping up again. But I'll look at that next week. But yeah, we'll leave it there. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any future content. And until next time, thanks for watching.